so I can walk through the valley. I got my people around me, secure the bed like it's Cali, just making moves like it's 1999. It's historic, cause God making me to shine. Yeah, all the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Yeah, it's just history, baby. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Made me this crazy. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, ain't no mystery, baby. We making history lately. Yeah, cause we the rookies of the year. All I see is devils in my rear. Yeah, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby. This that Diana Ross singing with the Supremes. It's Barack being the president, you know what I mean. This that Moses using the staff and parting the sea. This mic hitting the moon while Billie Jean up on the screen. Like, good ain't good enough, the snakes ain't drilling us. I'm focused, baby, you on that woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff. Put me in the Guinness book, he made me this crazy. Ay, it's just history, baby. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Made me this crazy. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, ain't no mystery, baby. We making history lately. Yeah, cause we the rookies of the year. All I see is devils in my rear. Yeah, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby. Is I got it. Just give me a nine, my pocket. Hey, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby. All I know is I got it. Just give me a nine in my pocket. Hey, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. Yeah. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Yeah, it's just history, baby. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Made me this crazy. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, ain't no mystery, baby. We making history lately. Yeah, cause we the rookies of the year. All I see is devils in my rear. Yeah, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby.
Hear me now? Ooh. I've been so many places, been around the world, I'm trying to get me famous. Everybody trying to occupy these spaces. Everybody now wanna know what my name is. Not even me mommy or me daddy, I didn't have nobody, just a little money. I remember when I couldn't get my demo put out. Ooh, now it's murder. And now you say, oh, cause I got the mic now, you're singing praises. Now they say, oh,
Get ready, yeah, for the hottest morning show in the ATL. It's the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show live with your first black governor. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the most active radio show on Facebook Live. We bring the hottest news, the illest independent artists, and a whole lot of love, baby. Okay. Get up, roll up, yeah. Sit back. YouTube, if you're in the building, to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show with your host, Georgia's first black governor.
Oops. I'm early. Good morning, Miss Harris. How you doing? Good morning, Gap Teeth. Good morning, everybody that's tuning in, that's watching, rocking out with us here on the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. I thank y'all for tuning in and rocking out with us. Before we get into it, make sure that you hit the like button. Please hit the like button. That let everybody know that we here. And this also allows YouTube to introduce us to some new people. So make sure y'all hit the like button. Don't be afraid to share. Don't be afraid to subscribe. Also, if you would like to support the show, the information is in the description box. But before I make an announcement, as always, I am grateful to be here this morning. I'm grateful for each and every one of y'all that's in here rocking out with me this morning, that's kicking it here with me this morning. I'm grateful for you. I'm thankful for you. If you haven't given God the praise, and if you haven't told God thank you this morning for being alive, well, this will be your prime opportunity. Right. Did I say God just a little too much? Because I'm buffering a lot. I'm buffering a lot. So, but I am grateful to be alive, thankful for my first lady, thankful for our children, our parents, siblings, and all our loved ones, our friends, family, foes, the trolls, those that's got us froze. YouTube always says this. We're buffering. I don't understand because it's set to y'all specifications. Maybe I'm the one that's just gonna buffer. Maybe that's what that is. Okay, cool. That works. Anybody else buffering? Anybody else having any problems? Anybody? Maybe I started off on the wrong foot this morning. maybe the title maybe the title is not appealing this morning. Maybe. I don't who knows? I don't know. But I do thank you all for being here this morning, man. I'm truly great. Thank you, YouTube, for allowing us to be here too. Please stop skipping the video. So yeah, man, this is crazy. Don't be like that, YouTube. Maybe the women showed up to show out today. I don't know. You know, maybe they don't like the title, but that's cool. But before we get into that, though, I did want to make an announcement. We're trying to do something for the homeless this year. My sugar booger came up with another brilliant idea. So once I get all the facts and details corrected, then I will put it out. I knew it. See, I knew I wasn't the only one. Ooh, Mama Quita, somebody don't like you. There we go. Pow. Welcome back. Ah, welcome back. Are you still getting buffering now? Hi. There I go. There I go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See? They playing. Look at there. Ah, hi. I'm good now. Thank you, Mama Quita. So, welcome to the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. It is Mama Quita's State of the Women's Month. We're here. The topic for the day is there a man with you? Listen, I'm sorry. I'm I'm sorry. How ah but listen, before we get off into La La Land, is there a man with you? Um my inspirational rant for this morning is um those without knowledge make emotional decisions. There has been a lot of emotional decisions made. People have been killing people, breaking people's hearts, doing stupid things, jumping in and out of relationships, jumping in and out of jobs, rational, irrational, I might say. We lack information, we lack knowledge, we lack understanding, we lack depthness of a situation. And most people have been brought up and bred to be emotional, meaning that they don't think before they act. They don't add any logic. They don't analyze the situation. They just do. They worry about consequences later, right? Right. Because we lack information on certain things, now everything has become hate. It's moved in emotion. I'm cool if you don't like me, but I'm not cool with you walking in here open firing because you don't like me. It's cool that you don't agree with me, but it is not cool that you walk in and open fire on me. It's cool that you want to be with me, but you don't know me. You want to know me, but you don't know me. It is not okay to act out your hate. It is not okay to act out stupidity. You can feel some kind of way. Doesn't mean that that way has to be violent. You got me? But a lot of times it becomes violent. A lot of times people do stupid things. A lot of times people jump off the bridge. And a lot of times people do what they do based on their emotions. Not necessarily something that they thought out. You know, if I do this, this is going to happen. If I do that, that's going to happen. If this happens, then that happens. If this goes down, then that goes down. Am I buffering again? Am I buffering again? Am I breaking up? I want to know if I said something wrong. Uh. We'll be back with more of the Wake Bake and Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia's first black governor. Are you looking to become a better parent, escaping domestic or family violence, need help with anger management, couples mediation, or just individual guidance? If this sounds like you, then contact the Georgia Life Center by visiting their website at georgialifecenter.org or give them a call at 470-395-1397 to set up an appointment, because they believe everyone can lead a happy, productive life free of violence and abuse. Are you tired of living from check to check? Want to increase potential income? Live the life you want? Establish financial and secure future for you and your loved ones? So if you're an entrepreneur, want to own a business, or just need to make a little extra money on the side, contact Josie Kibi to get you started on a road to financial freedom, income protection, and a better life. And let her show you how to leave a legacy.
All I see is blessings, got no time for stressing. Don't believe in failures in my life, it's only lessons. They just making room for what I'm on now. I don't got a clue, but I know the one who does know how. Oh wow. It's like I'm learning the game with the maker I already know now. Destiny has my name, know it's coming, it'll never go. I know that we all gonna be alright. We gon' make it through if it takes us all night. No matter what the odds may bring our way, I can see the blessings coming our way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way. Our way, our way. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way.
I can't say that life's been perfect or complain, cause life's been worth it. And all because of who he is working, only working out for my God. And no more living in that fear, no more tears and no, no. Oh, he's working me and molding me who he wants me to be.
I know that we all gonna be alright. We gon' make it through if it takes us all night. No matter what the odds may bring our way, I can see the blessings coming our way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way. Our way, our way. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way.
I can see the blessings, I can feel your presence, leaning on the change in my heart for your endeavors. I pray I'm your reflection, I fiend for your correction. The cross brought the connection, and through Jesus is perfection. Life done hit me crazy, been more stressed than ever. Living like whatever, through the rain I feel you drawing closer. Lord, make me better, take me, shape me, use me, I am yours. Take me, break me for the glory of the Lord. Okay, not only does he hold me when I'm down and feel I'm folding, he my coach when I'm the goalie, never lonely. Got that hope in he who holy, holy, holy. Keep that rugged cross all on me, need that spirit to control me. Seek that word to come and mold me, yeah. It's like I can feel the blessings coming my way. Yeah. It's like I can feel the blessings coming my way.
I know that we all gonna be alright. We gon' make it through if it takes us all night. No matter what the odds may bring our way, I can see the blessings coming our way, yeah. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way, our way, our way. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way, yeah.
Yeah, Evan and Iris, be alright. Right here on the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. Welcome back. Sorry for my inspirational rant. I think I made somebody mad. Excuse the war. Didn't mean to offend nobody. I'm sorry. Ooh, who did we make mad today? Yes, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to make you mad. So maybe I should just move on so we don't have no more tensions, no more problems for the day. I don't want any problems for the day. I don't want anybody else to have any problems for the day. Okay? Cool beans. Oh man, how I go from 3 to 1, 1 to 5, 5 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to... Boy, Pastor Jennings is taking my viewers. Maybe I should log off and go watch him myself. So welcome back to the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show, man. I'm sorry for the inspiration, man. Guess I made somebody mad. Somebody. Still make sure you like and share. Make sure that you like. Yeah. I look real dark. What is poppin'? I look very dark on it. Am I that dark on the screen? You didn't tell me you couldn't see me. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. So anyway, let's see. Welcome back. Welcome back to the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. None of that is working. None of that's not working either. So I'm just gonna go back to where I was before. Right. So, but anyway, so we're here. Welcome back. We're here at the Portia Kirkland Words of Wisdom. And Miss Portia Kirkland Words of Wisdom for this morning is just because you fit in. Yes, the lights are off. Yeah, no, well, let me, man, listen. Yeah, cause this light is not usually that high. But anyway, that's what I got on it right now. This is where we at. So right, I don't know what's going on this morning, man. Listen, I have faith in God's will this morning. I'm gonna leave it at that. So, Miss Portia Kirkland Words of Wisdom for this morning is just because you fit in doesn't make it good. I said it, but she wrote it. Just because you fit in doesn't make it good. Just because they like you. Just because you fit in with that one, that group over there, these people back here, doesn't make it good. She uses the hashtag set apart. That's the hashtag she used. Set apart. They say we not supposed to look like the world. We not supposed to do worldly things. Once you come into the body of Christ, once you accept Jesus, this is based on what's said and what's written in the scripture, is you become a new creature. You put away the old things, pass away. You get a renewing of the mind, you get a renewing of the spirit, and you're set apart from the world, which means that you don't do what the world do. You don't look like the world. You don't act like the world. You don't dress like them. You don't go where they go. You don't participate in what they participate in. Y'all have different agreements. Y'all gonna see things. Y'all are not the same no more. Is the problem we like to be accepted? You don't want to be hated. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no. No. We want to be accepted. We don't want to be hated. Because the narrative now is you can't offend anybody anymore. Disagreeing with someone is now becoming illegal. Because I don't view what you view. I'm afraid to be set apart as I supposed to. Because I don't want to risk persecution. I don't want to risk losing my friends. I don't want to risk people not liking me anymore. Here is a crash course on liking you. You shouldn't really care. As long as God likes you. That should be the most important person you worry about how they feel and think and view you. Now, based on your character, what you give off, your reputation, will always view or will always be the gateway of how people view you or how people see you. Character is everything, and so is reputation. That's why they're both told to be guarded. The scriptures say you can't serve two masters. You're gonna love one or hate the other. You're supposed to be set apart. Are we truly set apart? Truly. Because we fit into a lot of things that we shouldn't fit into. We do and say a lot of things that we shouldn't if we are set apart. I'm guilty. Anybody else guilty? Oh, I guess I'm talking to myself today. It's cool, but I'm guilty. Nobody else is guilty. I'm guilty. Anybody? Me. Let me put my hand way back so you can see it. Right. Nobody else? Me? I'm the only one? Oh, okay. That's cool. Confession is great. Just because you fit in doesn't mean it's good. Supposed to be set apart. Supposed to be able to tell the difference between the two. Like night and day. Black and white. Up and down. Left, right. Now everything's all blended together in this little gray area. Facts are not important anymore. The greater the fiction, the greater the lie, the better it is. And the reason why a lot of us fit in is because we believe the lie. We believe the delusion. We do. We believe the lie. We believe the lie. So God said he will send a spirit of delusion because you're going to believe the lie. He never said how long it will last. So I just want you to think about this. How long will the lie be taught? How long would the lie, or whom would the lie continue to be passed down to? How long and how far down does the deceit, the delusion will go? You're supposed to be set apart. It said even in the last days, even the elect will be fooled. Set apart. And you wonder how is that possible if you're truly set apart. So, just because you fit in doesn't make it good. So that's Miss Portia Kirkland, words of wisdom for the day. You can follow Miss Portia Kirkland at pkfaith.com. That is at pkfaith.com, or at pkfaith on Facebook. That is at pkfaith on Facebook. So I thank you all for tuning in and rocking out with me today. So we're going to take us a break, and when we come back at the top, y'all know we're going to get into Mama Quita's. Mama Quita be doing this to y'all. The Mama Quita love series. Listen to me. Listen. 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 Mama Quita be setting. Mama Quita set this up. I wanted to do something for the men, and she came in, and the man series came up, and we did that, and we extended it for 2 months because I said I didn't want it to just be because it's Father's Day, because I knew that's the narrative. That's how we get treated. That's how we're done. Is we once Father's Day is it? That's it. It's game over. Ain't no more talking about daddy. And then when you do talk about daddy, is only daddy I need. So what I'm saying today is okay. Makes sense. What I'm seeing today is what Marshawn Lynch said, how he said it. Could he said it differently? Did the mother take offense to it? But the question he posed was a great one. Is there a man with you? And Mama Quita said we're going to do a woman series too. Well, we're going to talk to the women. So women, here we are. Let's talk. Was he wrong in what he did? Did he? Was he wrong? Should he done it a different way? Oh. Let's ask this question. Did the mother overreact? And let's also ask this question. Where was the dad at the time? Which takes us back to the original question. Is there a man here with you? Is there a man with you? Ladies, Mama Quita, I told you I was coming to play devil's advocate. Ooh, I wish you can be live. I wish she was on the phone at least. I wish the women were here today. But y'all not here today. Don't be scared. Go get your girlfriends. And we'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show right after this.
Yeah. In time. We ain't playing at all. He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Jews were lost. Do the laws, Jerusalem's ours. I got a truer cause. I can't quit it, I'm too involved. His hands up, cop still drew his arm. Don't do it, Sarge. Let off 50 shots, say you was scared, they won't give you a charge. Let NASA tell it, those ain't chariots, they shooting stars. NASA in Hebrew means deceiver. We don't believe you. I don't believe you walked on the moon or you flew to Mars. The firmament is permanent, it don't move at all. I can prove it all. Scriptures loaded, I shoot them off. No way you can dodge. Just ignore me, you cool as frost. When you stand before that white throne, you'll see who's in charge, repent. You on the highway to hell and that Uber costs. I write these little raps and post them, but I got newer songs. I ain't drop them, but I promise they my truest bars. 7 trumpets gon' be a coup de grace. I'm a Bruce, so if I do it, I'ma do it large. Wherewithal shall a man cleanse his way by doing what the scriptures say. Incline your ear to the laws and never disobey. Last time we did that, we got shipped away. Christ is coming any day and he ain't finna play. The sinners of his people gon' die by the sword. That's in Amos 9, Hebrew state of mind. Eyes on the sinful kingdom, they twisting up Paul's epistles. Cross me, I'ma forgive you. Pray you repent for the Father get you. In the day of wrath, you think money gon' solve your issue? It's gon' burn with fervent heat, Aki, that's toilet tissue. That same fire gon' purify us. You worth more than silver, they put iron hooks on our necks and said we were only niggas. They told us that we were only thugs. I beg to differ, you got royal blood, biblical Jews. They don't tell us, but they know it's us. They try to drug us up, but we sobered up, ain't no controlling us. Sober minds, they had us blindfold. Eyes closed, now we got open eyes. I just want my folk to rise. I pray that the fam listen. Wake the lost sheep, that's my ambition. Read Luke chapter 21 and pay attention. Knowing if they fall for anything, then I can't stand with them. If you listen, seek repentance. Being famous ain't my intention. Yeah. Kahalai Shabala Kawabana Matawa. Yeah. In times. Wherewithal shall a man cleanse his way by doing what the scriptures say. Wow.
We'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia's first black governor. Good day, welcome to the Y.
Am I late for the cycling class?
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's full already.
No problem. What about Rob class that start after?
Let me look. Sorry, that's booked also.
Man, I can't never seem to get in.
Well, have you heard of our online scheduling?
Nah, what's that?
Well, the online scheduling is where you can register a spot in your favorite class up to 24 hours before the class starts.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and all you have to do is go online to ymcaatlanta.org/schedule. Click sign up, create your profile, locate the Andrew Multi-Young Family YMCA, then locate the class you wish to attend and register for that class. And if you're on the waiting list, you'll be notified by email that you've been added. And you can also cancel your spot if need be.
Great, let me get registered. So let me get you registered so you don't miss out on your favorite classes. So you say you're here for Rob and the cycling class, right? Yeah, them classes. Right. Next time you might want to bring another towel. They working you like that? Yeah, they work you out like that. Calling all my people on the night shift. The late drivers of Uber and Lyft. The night hawks, the creepers. Heading home from the club? Or you just up doing what grown folks do? You need to be tuned in to the hottest radio personality in the ATL. Big Ray Van Groove. From 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. on Magic 107.5, 97.5. The real sounds of Atlanta. We'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. Live with Georgia's first black governor.
See here, I tell a story about this boy. See, he came out here to Doge, went up to the big city, New York. You know, he came back. See, I felt I should tell the story about the boy. You know, Southern style. Let's go. You know the name. Now say the name. Hustlers, gangsters, killers, they know the name. Even sexy girls around the world, they know the name. Even George Bush by down and say the name. Say ooh-wee, you lighting up some gooey goo. We going on a journey through of a life someone I'ma introduce. Has already sold dope, seen sales up, no hope. He's on a mission to restore, but the game is missing God choice. Has done promotions too for Def Jam, Atlantic, and Electric too. Has ran for 112 with Glenn Montgomery and Devon Stevens too. Got them skills shouted, still real shouted. Being life is just like cracking every hood shouted. Came to lead the way, it's already planned for the world to say. Step aside, give a breathing room so the world can't consume. Helena said no to the remix of Ray J, wasn't known enough. Def Jam South said they loving it, but the Grady baby wasn't southern enough. You know the name, now say the name. Hustlers, gangsters, killers, they know the name. Even sexy girls around the world, they know the name. Even George Bush by down and say the name. You know the name, now say the name. Hustlers, gangsters, killers, they know the name. Even sexy girls around the world, they know the name. Even George Bush by down and say the name. Say ooh-wee, still blowing on my gooey goo. So let's continue this rendezvous about who? A man with wife and kids, tired of doing biz. Has come through the slums like most black ghetto children. Got what dollars do, ghost wrote for Jovi too. Has crossed that Atlantic to Sweden for good trees and give lyrical beatings. Is one the illest they heard. Ask Peter from Swedish Idol, ask Boots and Courtney from DTP, or Anthony Gunner that tried to sign him. Still quick with it, still slick with it. Ask E.T. from the Dirty Boys how easy Bill delivers it. Bit to the beatbox address, the beatnik. You shut down, beat more 5 seasons. Now say my boy's name, shout it. You know the name, now say the name. Hustlers, gangsters, killers, they know the name. Even sexy girls around the world, they know the name. Even George Bush by down and say the name. You know the name, now say the name. Hustlers, gangsters, killers, they know the name. Even sexy girls around the world, they know the name. Even George Bush by down and say the name. Say you, putting out my gooey goo. Roll another swish or two, pay tribute to the next greatest dude. Do this for the street, is a runaway slave. Shot the master in his sleep, don't know how to behave. Came here to speak the truth to the youth, show attributes. Stop selling dope, there's something else to do. Now ain't that the truth? Came to lead you, man. Say what you can't say, man. Feels every hood, struggle, strife, and all your hunger, pain. Came to make a change like Tupac did when he killed that man. Paint verbal portraits, and it's one of God's chosen. Bring the sun out, believe this here with no doubt. Disagree, there's nothing to talk about. Will to piece your mouth. You know the name, now say the name. Hustlers, gangsters, killers, they know the name. Even sexy girls around the world, they know the name. Even George Bush by down and say the name. You know the name, now say the name. Hustlers, gangsters, killers, they know the name. Even sexy girls around the world, they know the name. Even George Bush by down and say the name. You know the name, now say the name. Hustlers, gangsters, killers, they know the name. Even sexy girls around the world, they know the name. Even George Bush by down and say the name. You know the name,
Now say the name. Hustlers, gangsters, killers, they know the name. Even sexy girls around the world, they know the name. Even George Bush by now, and say the name.
I've come too far to give up now. Made it this far, I wonder how. Father, I just wanna make you proud, and I don't ever wanna let you down. Carrying my cross, I chase the crown. Life get heavy, knees hit the ground. About to cry in my heart to hear the sound. Sweat just dripping from my brow. Driving to the lane, I'm getting foul. Devil been talking, getting loud, but I ain't tryna blend in with the crowd. Cause what they ever do for me, man, I was blinded, now I see. Made mistakes, can't blame the enemy. It's time to confront the enemy. So I'm here and I'm bending. I can't make it without you, can't take it without you, been fake without you. I can't make it without you, can't take it without you, been faking without you, I made mistakes, I see it now. I got these tears, I'm breaking down. Smiling when everyone's around. Won't ask for help cause I'm too proud. But Lord, you see beyond my mess, and you know that I won't last. You say slow down, I'm moving fast. I'm chasing the love, chasing the cash. I'm chasing the high and then I crash. Your love is the only thing that lasts. You know my future, my past. And you see when I'm running out of gas. I cannot hide from you. Even in my mess, you got me through. Saying not my will, but yours be done. I messed up and I jumped the gun, but I can't make it without you, can't take it without you, been faking without you. I can't make it without you, can't take it without you, been faking without you. Too hard to turn around. You brought me here, won't let me down. I've come too far to turn around. You brought me here, won't let me down. No, I can make it with you. I can make it with you. I ain't breaking with you. I can make it with you. I can take it with you. I ain't breaking with you.
Welcome back to the Mama Quita State of the Mama Quita State of the Women's Month right here. And the topic for the day is there a man with you? Yes. Yes. Welcome to the top of the hour. Listen, this is bothering me. Give me 1 second. This is bothering me. Give me a second.
Yeah. I once had a life partner, and now I'm regretting it. Life is beating me more than I could bear. Rule I will say life is so unveiled. Life maker to speak against my maker that he didn't create me well. They say whoever finds a wife finds a blessing. So why should I marry for my marriage to...
Yes, sorry. That was bothering me. Yes, so welcome back to the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. Yes, giving up my newsroom secrets. Right. Oh man, giving up my newsroom secrets. Welcome back to the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. Sorry about that. The lighting was bothering me. So yes. So we're here, we're back. And it still don't look right on the screen. But anyway, so let's jump into this. So I'm sure a few of you have heard the comments made by Marshawn Lynch. Okay, it was at a Marshawn Lynch football camp where he told a little kid to get the F off the field and out of his drill. Now, the parents or parent got upset, and another parent agreed and said what he said was uncalled for. Now, if you ever played Little League football, ladies, let me explain to you. Your children get cursed at. I got cursed at, jacked up. Football is an aggressive sport. Foul language is in football. Intimidation is in football. Now, with all the injuries and the things that take place later on in life, they cut back on a couple of things. However, yet, the language, the attitude, the aggression, that's what's in football. Now, as a coach, and as I have been an assistant coach, and as I have seen coaches, usually by the time a coach gets to the point of get the F off my field, or get the F off my floor, or get out of my drill, however, he has already chastised or have spoken about this on numerous occasions. Now he is at the peak point. Now, should he have used the F word? Well, as I said before, and football is very aggressive. These words are used. I'm pretty sure every coach Marshawn Lynch has been under and including the NFL has used this word and has made these same comments. From the time you're in Little League to the time you are at pro, you're gonna get told in any sport, if you're not cutting it, and even if you're on the team but yet you're lacking, you're gonna get told to get the F. I don't care if you're the greatest. I've seen some of the best point guards bench. Good morning, Miss Graham. I've seen some of the best point guards benched because they refuse to pass the ball. It's called teaching discipline. It's called understanding that you are on a team. It's called understanding that it takes everything that you got to win. You can't just come out here just because you just want to be out here. No, you have to be out here. Don't come out here because it looks good, it sounds good, it feels good at the time. No, you coming out here because this is what you want to do. And in these arenas, you hear a lot of F-bombs. From Little League all the way up to pro. Coaches, staff, teammates, players. This is nothing new. Guilty as a coach. And I was one of those coaches where I used to tell my parents, if anything happens on the field or this basketball court, you don't have to come out here. When your children are with me, they are mine. I will not allow anyone to hurt, disrespect, misuse, or abuse your child out here. So yes, as a coach, I have used foul language, especially to other coaches who knew that their children were doing wrong. Have I ever cursed at my players? I might wanted to, but I didn't, because I coach 3-4-year-olds. But now when you're talking about 12, 13, 10, 9, 11, 15, 16, oh yeah, I would give you the full business. And if you can't take the heat, well, you know what they say. You gotta get out of the kitchen. If you can't take the heat, you gotta get out of the kitchen. So now, as these parents argue, with that being said, let's move on to the true issue at hand. Okay? What they recorded him. And they kept saying, you said get the F off the field. He said, yes, I did say get the F off the field. But before you get to that point, I give them push-ups. I tell them to run laps. They got to do this. They got to do that. They got to do this. And then, then you get the F off the field if you're not performing how you're supposed to be performing. Oh, okay. But that really didn't become the true issue. What became the true issue is when he asks, is there a man with you? Him dropping the F-bomb just gave a little gasoline to the fire. That was the basis. It's almost like the police saying, I smell weed. That gives them the authority to go ahead and search the vehicle. Because I smell weed. So, him dropping the F-bomb was, all right, you said the F word, you shouldn't be cursing the kids, blah, 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 blah. And when he wouldn't entertain them, and when he said, is there a man with you? Oh, he became a sexist and a phoba this and a phoba that, and that became an issue. And what does it matter if there's a man here with me? Well, a few things. Let's grasp the understanding of why this question was even asked to begin with. Because most men don't like to argue with women. And most men definitely don't like arguing with female parents when their children are participating in sports. Prime example, you have a coach who has a great kid, the kid can play, but then the kid is hard-headed, so he benched the kid. The dad understands why the kid get benched. The mom don't care. My son is the best. My son is the greatest. My son. This is my son can. This is why we lost, because my son was on the bench. Well, if your son learned to pass the ball, then he won't be on the bench. This is why he asked the question, is there a man with you? Because most men are not about to sit here and argue with no woman. Well, especially about the child. Where's daddy at? One of the greatest things I could say when I was coaching is that I had dads on the field with me. I had dads that assist me in coaching. I had a couple of moms, and I had two that was outstanding as moms. But majority of my assistance came from the men. Because when they son started crying, hey boy, you better not be out here with all that crying. Hell wrong with you. You better straighten up. This is competition. This is sport. Crying is not allowed out here. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Go on over there and sit down then. That's a dad. And I had a couple of moms who grew up in the house with dads that were coaches or teachers and had a whole lot of brothers. And so they little girls couldn't cry. They son couldn't cry on this field. Oh, because they understood the dynamics. See, when a man asks you in this situation, or especially when it's dealing with a child, is there a man with you? Because see, now he needs to have this conversation with the man to man. It's no disrespect to you as the mother, but in order not for there to be blow up conflict and for you to jump off the bridge and accidentally try to take a swing at me, let me talk to a dude. Because unless a man is truly disrespected, then do we take it to that next level. Other than that, we can have a simple disagreement. Baby, come on. Hey man, listen. I told him to do it about 5-6 times. Then I made him run. Then he did some push-ups. Then he still. So I told him to get the fuck off the field. Excuse me. I told him to get the F off the field. Oh, okay. What's the problem? He cursed at our son. Shit, when I was playing sports, I got cursed at too. Shit, what's going on over here? Shit, I thought you said he beat him or hit him or something. I thought he was out here beating on the child. Oh, he told him to go get. That's why he acts. So there can be an understanding. So the man can explain to his woman in a way, because this man know his woman. I don't know your woman. But he know you. Is there a man with you? Well, what does that have to do with anything? Well, that got a lot to do with it. Oh, that got a lot to do with it. Think about it this way. further down the line, if your son doesn't live up to the expectations, he is supposed to still get the reward. God don't even work that way. God don't even work that way. So if he's not living up to, so let's say he's flunking all his classes, he should just be promoted to the next grade. I mean, like, do you see the young men that are being raised? They're not raised on accountability and responsibility anymore. They're not raised on the principle that you have to push yourself. You get up and you take care of your business. If you want to come out here and play this, you have to compete, because there are 100 people that want your position. And even if you're trying to make it to the biggest level or the biggest stage there is in this sport, please understand that you live in a small town. You live in a small little town with inside a bigger county, with inside a larger state, with inside a greater country. There are almost 500 million people in America. Do you know how many people are trying to play football? So now what happens if your son don't make it? Like, what, you mad at the coach? Well, I think he should, because at least he tried. Yeah, he tried, but he didn't cut it though. Everybody tried, but everybody can't make it. You can only have a team of 25. 100 people tried out. Do you know how many? That means I had to cut 75 kids. What makes your child more special than the other 74? That goes back to my inspirational rant. See, the lady lacked information on probably who was running the camp. All she knew was he was an NFL player, and he was well known, and he's one of the best running backs there is. It's probably the narrative she got. She didn't do her due diligence as a parent to dig deep to find out who Marshawn Lynch is. Oh boy, he fly at the mouth. This is a alpha in his rawest form. She ain't do that. Then she got the surprise. The emotional decisions that she made at that point. Now they filming him all on TMZ. He's sexist and chauvinist and nah, that's tough love. Because I guarantee you your son later down the road would respect that, because guess what? In order for you to succeed, you're gonna have to come to put your best foot forward. I'm pretty sure your son later in life would respect the fact that, you know what, when he benched me that time and told me to get off his field, when he brought me back in, I brought my A game. And from then on, I've been on it and refused to let any coach sit me down. See, this is what happens when there's a man there. He's a retired Oakland, but at his time on the field, which was very short-lived, he was one of the greatest backs. They don't talk about him because he stood up for himself. He wasn't a coward. He didn't back down. He wasn't just gonna let you treat him any kind of way. An alpha in his rawest form. A man teaches his son that he has to go out here and work for what he wants. A man teaches his son he has to be accountable for the things that he do, say, and all his actions. Most women protect their sons. It's in your nature. You give your daughters the business. Yes, with the dreads. You would give your daughters the business. You would dump your daughters right out of the frying pan into the fire, but you will protect your sons. You will break them down. That's part of the Willie Lynch syndrome. That comes from How to Make a Slave. You break down him as a man. You build your women up. You make them strong. Because they got to go out there. But him, you break him down. He can only be strong enough. He has to be dependent on a woman. This is pretty much what was given to us through the 70s and the 80s. Stay a man with you. Because no man who's going to lay next to a woman is going to allow you to mistreat her children. Mama Quita says, it irritates me that women baby these kids and don't show them. I'm sorry, Mama Quita. It irritates me that women baby these kids and don't show them what they need to get far as discipline goes. Then they go out here in these streets and no one is going to protect them from these streets. The police, the judge, they not going to go easy on him. No. Listen. Is there a man with you? Because see, he asked this question for a billion reasons. The first thing was, I'm not about to stand here and argue with you. Because right now your emotions are high. Right. It isn't mistreating them. It's getting them ready. Because like I said, her son might remember being benched by Marshawn Lynch. And once he let him back out there on the field, that boy might never ever get benched again in his life just because of that. He will push himself to do right. He would take everything that man said and use it to his advantage. Even if he don't have a daddy, a father in his life, an uncle, or a brother, or whoever, he will take that and build character and build himself up to be a man, to be dependent only on God and the talent that God gave him and the resources that God put around him to stand up. The problem is now most women raise their sons to be the man. The problem is you raise your son to be the man that you want a man in your life to be, not necessarily the man that God see fit for him to be. Because most of the time you don't allow a man around to tell him anything. And the men that you do have around him can't tell him nothing. then what is the purpose? What are you building? You're building someone that's going to go out here and be a hoe, break hearts, mamas. They going to call him a mama's boy. They going to consider him this. They going to consider him that. Everything but the man that God told him he should be. And for a long time, women have cradled their sons due to the fear that has been perpetuated, the propaganda that goes back to the Willie Lynch letter. Raise your sons to fear. And this is why when you have men who buck the system, men who stand up and do what they do, men who go against the grain, they become a threat. They become a problem. You don't need them because they use a couple of strong words, because he'll tell your son to get that F off the field. He's sexist. He asks me, what does it matter if a man is with me? Yes, because you're a strong single mother and you can do it by yourself. This is crazy to me. And you know what's even more crazy is that we know this. Most people in the world, most people in this country, it especially poor white people and poor black people, we know this. And we don't apply it to our lives. Now we're controlled in school and taught by whatever the radio says or whatever Hollywood says, or how we look with this or how this one says. Now is there's no more family. I don't need a man. That's why he asks, is there a man with you? And we come back. I'm going to explain to you the dangers, the true dangers of a man not being there. What that leads to when a man is not there. And when you break these kids out of trying to get discipline. I'm going to tell you the type of men that are being created when we come back.
Yo, Black Money, ODA. Yes, sir. Just the way I'm feeling at the time, ladies and gentlemen. Just my thoughts at the time, ladies and gentlemen. Black Money. What you know about stretching to build money to have money, robbing Peter to pay Paul with your money. Laugh now but cry later, it's not funny. Black clouds over my head, it's not sunny. And I live with the pain, don't see the joy in that. Drug sales, keep family fed, where I'm living at. Work hard, you'll get that Benz or that Maybach. I worked hard and I ain't get nothing but a sword back. I'm busy with the flow, but my cash flow ain't matching up. So I get the mask, get the gap, run those pockets black. I need the green so I can see stomachs where I'm living at. Or you'll see red, put one in your skull, call you bullet head. Different strokes for different folks, I'm on some other shit. Can't feed them, take them to mom, that's a mothership. Sit them down, tell them you love them, then you leave them there. Grown man and grown woman, they still sitting there. I hear Sky sky's the limit, I ain't left ground yet. The only jet that I know is my friends that left, but I'm alright. A visionary flow, so I'm on sight. I travel through the darkness so you can see that I'm the light. I try to do the right and fight the wrong with all my might. Got $1 million dream with a 50-cent life. You can live by the pen, but you gon' die by the knife. Sending prayers up to heaven, asking God to spare my life. What you know about not having a dad, and you look so much like him that you make your mama mad, and she tells you you're the son that she wish she never had, and she gives your baby sister everything you should have had. Like, how do you live with that? How do you deal with the pain? Do you bounce right back? Or do you get out in these streets and make them pay for that? And you give them all the work that you've been holding back till you feel better, a real go-getter. You leave a body trail. Your mother had to be the man, cause your father fell. No weapon formed against you prosper, so you will prevail. And only you can hold you back, so you will excel. Inhale, exhale, get your wits about you. It's hot, inhale. Your arms are too short to box with God, so you pull your hammer out and let shots in the sky. The sky's the limit, I ain't left ground yet. The only jet that I know is my friends that left, but I'm alright. A visionary flow, so I'm on sight. I travel through the darkness so you can see that I'm the light. I try to do the right and fight the wrong with all my might. Got $1 million dream with a 50-cent life. You can live by the pen, but you gon' die by the knife. Sending prayers up to heaven, asking God to spare my life. Black money.
Are you looking to become a parent, escaping domestic or family violence, need help with anger management, couples mediation, or just individual guidance? If this sounds like you, then contact the Georgia Life Center by visiting their website at georgialifecenter.org or give them a call at 470-395-1397 to set up an appointment, because they believe everyone can lead a happy, productive life free of violence and abuse. We'll be back with more of the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia's first black governor.
You know it couldn't be a Mama Quita love series without Sean Odsey. Y'all know who this is. I don't have to give out the introduction, and if you don't know, well, ask Mama Quita. So we'll be back with more of the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show right after this.
Tell me something I need to know, then take my breath and never let it go. If you just let me invade your space, I'll take this pleasure and take it with the pain. And in the moment I bite my lips, baby, in the moment you know this is something bigger than us. Be bliss, give me a reason to believe in. And if I want to keep you, I gotta to love you harder. I gotta love you harder. And if I really need you, I gotta to love you harder. Love you harder. Love you, I know your motives and you know mine. The ones who love me, I tend to leave behind. You know about me and choose to stay, and then take this pleasure and take it if I can't figure it out. I gotta try again. Oh, so what do I do if I can't figure it out? Said I'ma leave again. I got to love you, babe. I said I gotta love you, babe. And if I really need you, I got to love you harder. Love you harder. If I want to keep you, I got to love you harder. I gotta love you harder. And if I really need you, I got to love you harder. Love you harder.
I know I always ask this question, what if we ask God, could we love him harder? And what if we truly, the person that you're with, you truly get it right with them and truly love them harder? And then take that same love and spread it out to everyone. As Jesus said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. What if we started to just love harder, period? My bad. I'm sorry. So welcome back to the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. So we here with Mama Quita's Women's State of Our Women's Month. We're back. We're here. And today is there a man here with you? Where the man at? Is there a man here with you? So we here breaking down Marshawn Lynch. And yes, Marshawn Lynch has been all in the headlines, TMZ, everywhere, all on the news, about being sexist and this, that, and the third, and chauvinistic, because he told a little kid to get the F off the field, and then he asked his mother, is there a man with you? Now, if you're coming in, checking in, tuning in, guess what? You're going to have to catch the beginning of the show. I think everybody is tuning in and watching. We almost done, and we're about to wrap this up. But again, make sure that you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button. Also hit that bell. Make sure that you lock in and get the notifications when we come live. If you would like to help out and donate to the show, all that information is in the description of this video. So we thank y'all for tuning in and rocking out with us. YouTube, thank you for the platform and everybody that's here. And Mama Quita, as always, we thank you for the State of the Women's Month. And today, is there a man with you? So as we stated earlier, usually sports is very aggressive. And aggressive words as the F word will be used. And we also stated that this is also a question that is asked because most time a man in a coach's position wants to speak to the father because he knows that he can have a logic dialogue and have a open dialogue to agree or disagree. So that he does know. Now, also with that being said, he asked this question because now he can understand the reason behind the way the child acts. Boy, this is some great Folgers. Thank you, Folgers, for being a coffee of choice every morning. Now, however, what we are seeing is our children are being raised by women. And we also made the establishment and the argument that most women throw their daughters into the fire from the pan, but they cradle their men. They cradle their boys. The reason they cradle their boys is because we threw in the theory of the Willie Lynch syndrome, and that you should make your women strong, and you should allow your men to fear the quote unquote master or system that is in place. So here we are with fearful men, and those that break that fearness and those that break that way of thinking become toxic or over the top, or they're too aggressive, or they are alpha male in the raw, and they need some toning down. But another reason why this question is asked, because when you see the actions of a child, I told you I was a coach. I've seen kids kick and scream and whine and holler, and the dad stands right there and is afraid to hurt the child's feelings. So he doesn't truly discipline him in the way a father should. He goes around about this new psychological thing that they got when they tell parents to start reading these parent books. I would have stomped him into the floor. You kicking and screaming and turning around all on the floor. What? Welcome back, Miss Harris. Good morning, Miss Harris. I've seen kids do this, and the father is standing right there, and he doesn't do anything. So what happens is, when one child sees this work, another one does. But what happens is, the child that tries it now is the child that daddy don't play that. So when they try it, they get their chest blowed out. Boom. And now everyone is looking like, as a coach, I've had parents ask me, should they whip their children? My answer was yes. But yes. My question said, and let me ask this question. I said, do you go to church? Yes. Do you truly believe in Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? They both said yes. I said, do you believe that the Bible is the true word of God? They said yes. So I said, well, then whip your child. Kind of simple to me. I don't know how that goes, but I've seen it happen. Because we've tried this new psychological approach of time out. And I'm standing here as a coach watching your child hold up my practice, screaming and hollering and kicking and screaming on the floor. So I intervene. And I whispered in his ear, if you don't get your behind up off this floor, we gonna have some real problems. He stopped and he got up. After practice, his mama and his daddy came over and said, what did you say to him? I said if he didn't get up off this floor, we was gonna have some problems. Some real major problems. Because you know I don't tolerate that. So get up off this floor, or you're gonna get out of the game. Simple. So was Marshawn Lynch wrong? Yeah, probably telling him to get the F out. In 2019, the F word is probably not the best way to go, Mr. Lynch. However, I understood your approach. You can spank your kids, but many children today do not respond to spanking. Every child is different. And I agree to that, Miss Harris. I totally agree. But one thing I do know that children respond to more than anything is pain. And sternness. And firmness. And authority. Because if they know they can't, rule you, if they know they can't check you, then they humble themselves back down and 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 respect you. And I agree. Miss Harris hit it on the nose. They haven't. That's why they asked me, could they spank them. That's why they asked me, what did I said. And like I said, when Marshawn Lynch made the statement, is there a man here with you? It's because he's watching the behavior of the child. But your daddy let you act like that? Man, you better get off my field. Yeah. What did you say to my son? Is there a man here with you? But then, like I said, you have to now take into consideration the type of men they're raising now. There's no sternness. There's no checking the behavior. Because in some cases, in the beginning, the behavior is cute behavior. It's cute. When a little boy stands on the front porch with his mama and pose the same way his mother is posing, they consider that to be cute. They don't know that this is going to be detrimental later on down the line. This is why daddy is important. You have to address each child accordingly to who they are. That means you actually have to know your child. And that's true, Miss Harris. I mean, Mama Quita. Because when I was coaching, what I said to that child, I didn't have to say to another child. Or I could have said it differently to this child. Because I knew how I got a chance to sit down and talk. Before we start practice, we sit in a circle and we talk about what you do today. Oh, nah, you did something today. What you do today? What you learn? I sat down and I got to know. I got to know each child. I got to know what you was doing, how your day was. And you do have to address each one differently. It's just like teaching. It's in anything. Even the children in your house, they all go different ways. They all play different. They all move differently. Miss Harris says, my dad would only need to talk to me because I respected him and I did not want him to be disappointed in me. And I was the same way with mine. When it came to my mother, I didn't want my mom's struggling to feed me when I got a certain age. So I hit the street. But I made that decision. But at no point in life would I wanted my parents to be disappointed. Plus, I had a little fear of my parents. And there's nothing wrong with having a little fear. Even though God say fear no man, but that little fear brings about that respect and that honor. That disappointment you don't want to display. And I'm not gonna say is the gay-ish. I'm not gonna go that far to say is that. I think it's more so of it breaks down the masculinity. Now, if I can break down the masculinity, I can now get you to accept anything. There are no more moral and principle and perspectives that you have to now live by when it comes to you being a man. Because I've broken that down. I've now made you dependent on the woman. And I wanted you dependent on the woman for a couple of reasons. Number one, this is part of the plan. This is part of the 2030 agenda. And not only even that, the scriptures also say in the last days, women will rule over men. Women will rule over them, the nations. Women, this to do that is kind of like unheard of. That's why this push for black girl magic and and women this and women that and women excellence and women this and women. And it's no disrespect to women doing great things and accomplishments, but it's being used not in the right manner. It looks nice on the outside. Oh, it's great. The cake looks beautiful, but it tastes like it's beautifully done. It's done great, but all the ingredients ain't there. It doesn't make sense. It tastes like crap. It's very appealing, but its inside layers are very destructive. So is there a man with you? This doesn't make him hate women. This doesn't make him a sexist. This doesn't make him think that you are a less than a parent. But believe it or not, ladies, men are a key element. The dad is a key element. This is where the child finds his identity in his father. The importance of the father being in the child's life is because through the father is how the child finds his identity. You can do your daughter's hair and say, "Oh, baby, you look so beautiful," and she'll be like, "Oh, thank you, mommy." But then when she walk down the hall and daddy be like, "Oh, look at my beautiful princess. Daddy said I was a beautiful princess." She gonna forget all about the fact you told her she was beautiful already, because you did her hair. But when daddy gives the stamp, it's a different stamp of approval. It solidifies the identity that she is beautiful, that she is his princess. It builds the character of the child from the discipline, from the justness, from the time. You could take a man down for child support, but spending money is nothing. What's crucial is the time, the knowledge, the wisdom, the ways that he shows this child, how he grows, what seeds he plants. Even when daddy does her hair, it's gonna hold still more of a solidify. And don't let daddy make her better because mommy can't touch her hair no more. Because the father stamps. He solidifies. He loves, he corrects, he builds character through the correction. Not saying that the mother doesn't correct, not saying that the mother can't give correction, not saying that it's smaller, but when it's come from a man, the impact. Like I said earlier, this child might take Marshawn Lynch words and didn't look at it in a bad way. He probably took his words to say, you know what? I would never allow anybody else to bench me. That little boy might end up going to the NFL, first round draft. And they're going to be like, what inspired you? Well, when I was a little kid, I went to a Marshawn Lynch camp, and I wasn't doing it right. He was screaming at me and yelling, and then he benched me. And right then and there, I promised myself I would never let anybody else bench me. So I'm here to take over the NFL and not be benched. That's what men bring to the table. What we bring to the table is to teach our boys not to be relying on, but to grow and to build and to come up by your bootstraps. Sometimes we forget to put God in there because that's the most important piece of the puzzle. But sometimes we find that out later on in life. But when you got a man in a child's life, he builds that sense of character. He gives him strength. He gives him that motivation. And guess what? When God corrects you, it ain't sweet love. It's tough love. Telling him to get off the field with the F-bomb was tough love, because he might not never ever in his life want to hear anybody else tell him that. So he gonna try harder. Now, if there ain't no man in his life, or if he's not really cut out for football, that there would determine if he's cut out for it. If he's not cut out for it, then that will make him leave. That will become a discouragement. But if he's cut out for it, it will become his push and his motivation. But even in his discouragement, he can take that to say that this football may not be for me, but I would never let nobody bench me. But if we don't have a man there to help him pick his head up, if there's no man there to give him guidance to understand why he got kicked off the field, and if it's only going to be done from an emotional standpoint, then he will become an emotional child. Then once he become an emotional child, then he's always going to want. And then if it don't get his way, then he's going to be frustrated. Then he's going to be a ticking time bomb. Then you know what this creates? This creates the stupid people that go out and shoot people in Walmart. This creates the foolishness that we have when we have all of these mass shootings, because you have raised an unstable emotional child because you refuse to give him the knowledge that he need and the wisdom that he need, the man in his life that he needs, the foundation that he needs to truly grow up and be a boy. You tell a 3-year-old son who says, "Mommy, I want to be a girl," and the mommy says it's okay, and now you got him in dresses and you buy dresses, and because your son say he wants to be a girl, do you know how that will psychologically damage him? Where is there a man with you? Because if there was a man with you, he would be like, "Son, no, we stand up at the toilet. You are a boy." This is what happens when you can't no longer ask the question, is there a man with you? This is what happens when there is no man with you. Now, don't take these words and run with it and go out here thirsty for a man to say, "Oh, I need to get me a man. Now I got to get me a man." No, 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 no. What I would tell you is this: get your life right with Jesus Christ. Accept him as your Lord and Savior. That's what I would tell you. Go get Jesus in your life. And then become the woman he needs you to become, to be the mother that you need to be. Then raise you to be the wife that you need to be, so you can be found I'm not saying you don't need men. What I'm saying is don't thirst after one. Becomes become sanctified and changed and be found by one that's also where y'all can truly grow and build. We've all made mistakes. We all might be combined families. But I just suggest that you get God first. Then you get the man. That's all. Not saying y'all, oh yeah, y'all need them. Y'all need them real bad. Y'all do. Y'all listen. But don't just go out here thirsty for one because you need them. And single mamas, listen to me. Get good men in your sons' lives. And I'm not talking about men that you looking to lay with. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about coaches, pastors, teachers, true mentors, uncles. You know, get true men in your life that's gonna really, in your sons' lives, that's gonna really, truly tell them what it's like to be men. Truly. Miss Harris said, right, when you're thirsty, you drink anything. Miss Grant said, yep, first and then get the good man, right. We got to learn and have an understanding. The reason why we have it so hard is because we refuse to do right first. And when you choose to do wrong first, now you have to backtrack and now do right. Listen, I'm guilty. I'll raise both hands. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I ain't just talking about. Listen, I'm just telling you what I done with it. Cause listen, I don't walked it. We gotta get it right. You can't be afraid. The reason why a lot of our children are suffering now is because real men fear. Reason why evil prevail is because good men refuse to act. The problem is most men aren't taught, and nobody wants to truly give it to them with no chase. Everybody wants to chase it. Everybody wants to water it down. But that's why I say accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Ask Him to fill you with the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit will bring you peace, joy, and He will lead you to all truths. All. Not some, not half, not a quarter, not a third, but all. Because then the question wouldn't be, is there a man with you? The question would be is, can I speak to your husband? We miss y'all too. Tell your mother I said hello. And with that being said, I got to go. I got to get to work. So I thank y'all for tuning in and rocking out with us, man. Listen, this is Mama Quita State of the Women's Month. We'll be back on Thursday, as they say in the South, Thursday. No, I'm just joking. They don't say that. So we'll be back this Thursday with Mama Quita in the Love Series on the State of Our Women's Month. Listen, if you like to support the show, please make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell, select all so you'll know so you can get the notifications when we come live. If you would like to help donate to the show, the All that information is in the PayPal. Our PayPal and our Cash App information is in the description. I thank you all for tuning in. Also, like I stated early in the show, we want to do something for the homeless this holiday season. The First Lady came up with we on tomorrow, Thursday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, I think, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. So, also, the First Lady wanted to do a coat drive for the homeless going into this cold season. So once I get everything organized and set up and straight, then I will bring it back. I just wanted to plant the seed to you right now. So if you know anybody who got old coats, old clothes, and things they want to give away, especially for winter, go ahead and tell them to put them up to the side for the governor. And we're going to try to do something spectacular for our people out here, because it's going to get cold. So I can't give you shelter as I probably would want to, but I can at least make sure that you're warm and you're covered. So yeah, so that's that, man. So I thank y'all for tuning in and rocking out with us. Also, Miss Harris, Mama Quita, we got to be to get together. And Miss Harris, we still have to talk about that other commercial thing. So, but I do thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody is watching. Those that's going to come back and watch. Those that blocked. Those that didn't like. Those that hated it. Those that scrambled it up. Thank you, YouTube, for allowing us to be here. I appreciate y'all, man. And I'll see y'all back here Thursday with Mama Quita. Right here on the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. Gov gone.
And get ready, for the hottest morning show in the ATL. It's the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show. Live with Georgia First Black Governor.